YouTube, man, sitting over here waiting to get my oil changed. I was gonna do it myself. I bought the oil to do it myself, but after it took me so long to get this oil filter off, I just said I'm just gonna pour some oil in the filter, put the filter back on there. I'm just gonna get them to change the oil, and the next time the service interval is up, I'll do it myself. I'll already have the oil, so I won't be missing out on any money, so to speak. So, man, it took forever, man, to get that filter off. What did we do? I had watched some YouTube videos. We took a screwdriver, tried to drive the screwdriver in to get it to turn off. It wouldn't turn. It was just turning. It would never break loose. So that got to the point where I was like, well, no. Let me rewind it. I tried to get it off with the filter strap that I bought. And so I sat there for a minute on the ground, and I was like, man, I might just go on and tell them, I might well just go on and try to find a spot to get them to try to take this off. Because I said, if I put a hole in this filter right now, I have no choice but to get this filter off. So, my dad and one of his friends went and got a guy that works on trucks. And so he came over there. So long story short, what we ended up doing is, after we started the screwdriver wasn't getting it off, we went and got a sawzall, or reciprocating saw. So got that, cut the bottom off, pulled the filter, the soft stuff on the inside of the filter, pulled it out. So now it's just hollow. The only thing that's on it is just the outside casing of it. So I said, man, I might need to just cut up. But it really wasn't a lot of room right there, because I got my coolant filters right here. I got a line running from where the coolant filter is to the oil filter. And I said, man, if I nick that line, man, we sure enough in some trouble, because I got to get that line straight. So we finally cut it. So he got down there with the screwdriver, just kind of hit it at the top. Hit it. And then finally, he pulled it on down. So, looked at it. I got up under there immediately. Got a rag, cleaned off the stud. Looked at the stud. Said the stud like it's in pretty good shape. So, got the other filter. So he said, man, just twist the other filter on there all the way up to the top, and then try to twist it back down. We'll see what the issue is. So did all that. It was good. The filter I took off, it didn't look like it was in that bad of a shape, but I don't really know what a cross-threaded filter looked like, because nobody's really just showed it on YouTube, and I be wanting to record stuff, but I be around people and they may not want to, record and stuff like that. And so and then plus it was cold, because I know I had a small window yesterday. I had a small window. I got over to my pop's house probably about 11. So I said, I know I got 11 until at least about 4:15, 4:20. It's going to be about 45, 46 degrees all the way up until that point. And once after that point, it's going to start getting cold. So basically, we hit it right on the head. As soon as we got it off, the temperature started to dip a little bit more. So, like I said, got the filter off, poured some oil in the new one, twisted it up, and it went on there. I twisted it on, because at first it was like, man, this thing getting tight, but I'm not realizing, like, it had to spin to get all the way up there. So I got it up there, got the filter wrench, and on the filter it say make a 3/4 turn. after you can't tighten it any further with your hand. Make a 3/4 turn. So I made the 3/4 turn. I left it at that. I wasn't even trying to go any further because I said I don't even want to be in the same boat. So moving forward, probably in the summertime and stuff like that, I'll probably just start changing my oil myself, because basically I went and bought me, I'm gonna show it to y'all. This is my electric grease gun right here, a DeWalt whole setup. It worked good, man. I greased a little bit of the truck yesterday, what I could grease. Like I said, it was so cold, it was getting hot. I mean, not, it wasn't getting hot, it was getting cold. So I got my oil that I bought. They come in packs of 3. So that's 3, 6, 9, that's 12. But I actually ended up using one out of here. Well, I actually ended up using 2. So basically I got 10. So that's basically what the 10 is, because I had to put some oil in the truck. Then there was a quart, there was a whole gallon, well, you know, but I had to put in the filter. So I had one in the truck. Actually, I poured 2 gallons in the truck, honestly. I poured 2 in there, then I poured 1 in the filter. So I had 1 in the truck. So really, I still just got 10 left. So that's enough to get to change the oil. So like I said, the next time around, when it's time to change it, it should be springtime or whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it. Go ahead and change it myself, because I won't be in a rush. Because I can see how easy it is to cross thread something. Because depending on how you do it, whether with the wrench or, well, obviously you ain't gonna cross thread it with your hand. Well, you might can cross thread. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't cross thread with your hand, because you can. Because you can start it and it get tight, and then you just start putting a wrench on, and you just running the wrench around. So I don't even want to go through that no more. I don't even want to go through that anymore. So like the fuel filter, you know, it is what it is. And even and just to be honest with you, because this truck got 2 fuel filters on it. It got that one. It got a smaller one, which is the fuel water separator. Then it got an actual fuel filter on it. So that one, the actual fuel filter itself, it's not in as bad of a spot as that oil filter is, but it's in a pretty bad spot. So I'm just like, man, y'all just don't do that. And everybody was like, man, ain't no way they did you like that, man. I'm like, yeah, they did it. And the thing about it is, like, you just, you know, they put it on and it's on there. But it's one of them situations where it's like, man, I don't know if you put it on there right. I mean, literally I can look at you, you know, maybe spin it on there, but when the dude was doing it, I was kind of far back, you know, we dealing with the corona, so I don't want to be right up on bro like that, you know, because I don't, you know, what the situation is. So yeah, man, we did all that, so I got it done. Now, what I did end up doing, I tried to fix my windshield wiper. Man, y'all look at my windshield wipers, man. This is the driver's side, it's the passenger side. Man, my windshield wipers up, man. I ain't lying. So what ended up happening, the driver's side one, I broke it, like the rod itself, I broke it. So luckily I went to the Freightliner, they had another one. So I'm going to switch this out. So I don't know what the issue is, because I was looking at a video and they were saying, like, okay, if they're not resting in the right spot, just pop it off and manually put it in the position that you want to rest in. Well, the issue occurred because instead of the windshield wiper going up, it went down. And when it went down, it actually went onto the frame of the truck. So I don't know if it need to be a situation where both of them need to be set, you know, and then they'll both end up going down. I don't know if it got something to do with the way that the all of the little stuff run together. I don't know, but it didn't go up first. It went down. So maybe if it went down, if it went up first and I turned it off, it would have went, you know, would have did that. I can't say that I got the motor running backwards or anything like that, because you literally, all the plugins, you got a female plug-in, you got a male plug-in, and you got a single plug-in. So you got those three. So it's really not even a situation where you could possibly mess that up. And then the piece that I bought, it's the same way. You just can't put two females and two males together. On the truck, you can't put two males and two females together. If y'all caught that, you caught it. But anyway. So yeah, man, I'm just sitting back in line right now. She told me it'd be like an hour, because there's a truck in front of me. I don't know if he getting the full, I don't know what he getting done. He was getting his oil change too. And so I went over to the Pilot. I got me 2 gallons, well, 232 ounces of that diesel 911, because it's supposed to get extremely cold over here. Which I saw that diesel doesn't begin to start gelling to like 20 or something, below 30. So I said, well, dang. So I went on and got that. I got 2 of them, poured that in there. And I did that. So I'm gonna leave it over here at the TA tomorrow. And depending on the condition of the roads, I'm gonna ride over here tomorrow and crank it up. I'm trying to make sure I crank it up every day, you know. So I don't have no issue, because they're gonna charge you $75, come out and charge it up and, you know, jump it out. And it's like I took the right week off too, man, because it's gonna be crucial this week. And then I was looking at the 7-day, well, not the 9-day forecast, like for like next week, like next Monday, like here in Meridian, it's gonna be like 65 next week. So I said, well, hopefully that kind of gravitates across the rest of the, you know what I'm saying, the country or whatever like that. So I should have a few options when he hit me up. I'd rather pick something up that Sunday and drop it out Monday, but I know if I do that, I can get it on the check for that week. But realistically speaking, I'd rather go pick some up Monday. So I called Crows Friday. I told him just to reschedule me for this upcoming Friday. And I listened to the news at the Freightliner. It seemed like Memphis is just gonna be hectic all week. But I looked at the forecast and I was like, well, like it may be pretty straight for Friday. So I'm gonna go with that Friday. So Wednesday, I called the local shop around here that work on Cat, and I asked them, could I get an overhead adjustment done? So they was like, yeah, just bring the truck here Tuesday so it can cool down, and we'll get you in the shop Wednesday. So I was like, all right, cool, that'll work. So by the time I get it on the dyno, I know I got the oil changed, I had the overhead done, new air filters, new cooling filters, all that good stuff like that. So I should get a, you know, whatever the solid number I get, that's just what I get. So I figure, I saw somebody say like an overhead is like, you know, right at 1,000, maybe a little bit more. I didn't really get the guy, you know, he didn't really give me a number on it, but I figure if it's right around 1,000, you know, it is what it is. It ain't, if somebody would say like it's like 2,000 or something, I'd probably been a little hesitant. But like I said, that's my plan. I'm gonna see what it do on the dyno, and the dyno numbers come back pretty good. I'm probably gonna run it for a little while and see how that ride, which I'm still gonna run it a little while anyway, because the program that I want to get, I want to make sure I can actually put it on here and it don't cause any issue. Because what I saw was like the C15 motors, since they're a family of motors, basically all the parts are the same. The only issue that you'll run into is if the transmission isn't rated to handle the additional torque that you're putting on it by an upgrade in horsepower. So I think this transmission, I think it was rated at like, well, I think right now, let me see, because I got it over here in my little glove compartment. I think I seen it was like, I think it was like at 1650 or something. But this truck, it was saying like 435 to 2100 RPM, but it's I think this is 1650 torque, because all of the things that I seen was saying like the 435 starts at 1650. So like safely, I think I could turn this up to maybe like a 475 without putting any additional torque or anything on the transmission. So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, that tuner is like 20. It's like 23 something, but probably when you add in taxes and shipping, you might well say it's gonna be like $25, maybe $2,600. And like I said, it got a little monitor with it, so you can add like some extra gauges and look at stuff. So I have like maybe the boost gauge. I already got the coolant, so maybe they got some additional gauges on here that I don't have on the truck, so maybe I can kind of look at stuff. And then it has the option to where, like, if you got the check engine light come on or something like that, it can detect all this stuff like this. So it seems like it's a pretty good investment, you know. So, but I'm gonna see. So I let the gate up. The driver in front of me, he's still talking to the mechanic. So, but like I said, I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna tell him, hey, don't worry about the oil filter. I changed that or whatever like that. So don't worry about that, because I don't want that issue happening again. So anyway, man, I'm about to pull in, man. I'll get back with y'all, and to anybody that's out driving or pulled out today, man, y'all be safe the rest of the week, man. It's crazy.